5. Sylvia Chase has a report on that group and its star, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is a superstar, and the group is sensational. But you have to give a lot of the credit to the original Jackson, too, Mr. and Mrs. Joe Jackson, the parents who turned 5 of their boys into polished entertainers who made their first big score on national television 10 years ago.
But right now, here they are again singing The Love You Save from their new album, ABC.
The Love You Save was one in a string of 4 hits that launched the recording career of the Jackson 5. The year was 1969, and the brothers had for their lead singer 11-year-old Michael. For a decade now, they've enjoyed success, but the group has shed its bubblegum soul image. At 21, somehow Michael still manages that little boy voice. Jacksons now exert total control of their product, writing, arranging, and producing music that fits any radio playlist, from contemporary to disco. This hit, Shake Your Body Down, is a 2 million record seller. In 10 years, the Jacksons have sold 93 million records, more than any group but the Beatles. Their current tour, 51 cities in 2 months, will gross about $7.5 million. Shake your body down. In the backseat of a limousine after the concert, I learned how it all began 16 years ago from Marlon Jackson.
One day, our television in Gary, Indiana, broke down, and we took it to the shop. The guy was late fixing it, so we started singing country western around the house with our mom. Cotton Fields Back Home, those country western songs. And then we just kept singing and practicing.
Kate Jackson persuaded her husband, a weekend musician himself, to take over the act. A steel worker, Joe started moonlighting as his son's manager. It's his full-time job now.
I decided to deal with the boys as much as I possibly can as far as rehearsing them and getting them prepared to be in show business.
Did they resent it?
Yes.
They did?
Yes.
My father started rehearsing every day after school. Other kids would be outside playing, and they would tease us, oh, you're doing this, you're not going to get nowhere, you're not going to... But we just rehearsed every day.
At first, it was weekends and vacations on stage. Within a few years, though, they were on the road more than at home. School was a traveling tutor. They entertained their way around the world 3 times. They gave a command performance for the Queen of England. The history of their success can be seen in the gold and platinum records on the living room wall. There must have been sacrifices.
Well, raising 9 children, it's always going to be rough when there's only one working. And we sacrificed a lot.
There was a lot of instruments to buy, and they really cost a lot of money, you know, drums and guitars and amplifiers to go with them. And I had all this stuff piled up on top of the Volkswagen microbus.
Today, the Jacksons travel first class. Fame makes them vulnerable. On the road, theirs is a life of back doors and security guards, quick entries and exits. Michael's provocative flirtation undoes even the most elaborate security system. Though he dances away from such encounters, Michael is uncomfortable, he confesses, with the process of getting acquainted. The only total strangers he trusts are the ones out there, beyond the footlights. At your concerts, there are hundreds of people in the audience yelling, "Michael, Michael!" What do you feel like?
When they're all holding hands and Everybody's rocking, and all colors of people are there, all races, and it's the most wonderful thing, and politicians can't even do that.
I feel like I want to rock.
Michael cut an album without his brothers in August. It's called Off the Wall, and it's headed for triple platinum, meaning 3 million sold. This song, Rock With You, is from the album. You hear it everywhere. It seems to have become the skater's anthem in Southern California. 2 months after its release, Rock With You is still climbing the charts.
So we can rock forever. Woo! Everybody put their hands together, come on. Everybody sing! I wanna rock with you.
At this point, Michael really is kind of the mainstay of the Jacksons. Has it always been that way?
Yes.
Michael has always been sort of the star.
Yeah, he's been highlighted the most because he's the lead singer and he's up front, you know. As a little kid, we put him up because he danced so much and had so much energy.
He was so mature as a performer that in the early days, people called Michael a 45-year-old midget. As an adult, Michael's professional energy is almost unparalleled, but off stage, he's changed.
Michael is quiet now. When he was younger, he wasn't that quiet. But I don't know, I think the stage might have done that to him. Because wherever he go, everybody's coming out to see Michael Jackson, you know, want to look at him and see what he looks like. And he said he feels like an animal in a cage.
I do all the time. Do you? Well, I shouldn't say all the time, but I get embarrassed easily. And I don't know, sometimes the time I'm most comfortable on stage than any place in the world. Being around, you know, everyday people and stuff, I feel strange. I do.
Shy?
Yeah.
It's hard to look at these sophisticated men and believe that for some of them, dating and driving privileges were withheld until the late teens. Or to think that Michael still lives with Mom and Dad. There are some people who believe that having always been on stage, you've never had to deal with the real world.
Yeah, that's true in one way. That's true in one way. But it's hard to in my position. I try to sometimes. And but people won't deal with me in that way because they see me differently. They won't talk to me like they will the next door neighbor. On stage, for me, is the greatest place in the world. It's just, you just light up on stage. It's magic.
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough is Michael's own composition. Within 2 weeks of its release last summer, it was in the top 50, and by October, it was #1. It's still on the charts. Do you ever want to stop?
No, don't stop till you get enough.
And you haven't had enough.
No way. No way. The thing I like most about being on stage is making people happy. Because I feel I'm here on earth for a reason, and I think that's my job to do that. I've been doing it for so long, and as long as the people enjoy it, I'll always be happy.
Next, a report on an old